Hi everybody, welcome back to Lauren's lightning fast tips. I think we should change it to Lauren and Jana.
We could.
Yeah. So, we'll think about that. We are going to talk to you today about a very basic concept in insurance. And it's the 3 different plan structure types that are most common, but also generate a lot of confusion amongst consumers.
Absolutely.
So we're going to go through 3 different plan types and then also go through some of the primary differences. And Jana's going to lead us down this.
Yeah. So when it comes to the different network options, there is a PPO, an EPO, and an HMO. So with those 3, we've got to get the board real quick. Lauren, let's go through the list real quick, which is, first of all, if I want to go see a specialist or someone outside of my primary care doctor, do I have to have a referral? And with an HMO?
Yes.
With an EPO?
No.
No. And with a PPO?
No. That's
PPOs,
what we love about PPOs.
yes,
Least
lots
restrictive.
of choices. Lots
Yes,
of choices.
so many choices.
All right, what's next?
Nationwide network. So, other than your immediate local region,
True.
do you
Usually
have,
your city.
Right. So, is this network type conducive to a nationwide coverage?
Yep.
And Jana?
With the PPO?
Yes.
Again, all those choices. With an EPO?
Yes.
Yeah, still there. But what about an HMO?
No. Again, HMO is going to be the most restrictive pretty much across the board.
Yep.
So, no, you will not have nationwide network coverage with an HMO.
Got it.
Out of network coverage.
Well, what's the difference? Network coverage versus out of network coverage?
Great question. So, your out of network is going to be the providers that have contracted with your insurance company.
Yep.
Do you have coverage for providers that aren't contracted? And the one before that is going to be, do I have coverage outside of my local area where I live?
Got it.
So this has to do with providers, this has to do with geography.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So with out of network coverage, they're not on the list, the provider,
Right.
but I really want to see
I
them.
know you do.
With a PPO?
Yes, you can.
You still can, those choices. What about an EPO?
No,
No, unfortunately not there. And what about an HMO?
definitely not.
Definitely not. That is probably the biggest part about an HMO is you have to see someone in the contracted network to have any kind of benefits.
Yeah, and it's worth mentioning that a lot of times those networks are a little bit more restrictive than what you would see in the PPO network, generally speaking.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah,
Agreed.
so you want to pay attention to that list, especially if you're on an HMO.
Okay, well, what if I'm not sick? I'm not worried about seeing my PCP or my primary care or a specialist. I just want to go get my annual exam, something that's preventative.
We love that.
Yes.
So on any Affordable Care Act compliant plans, which is, most people are on nowadays.
Let's just assume everybody for the most part, yeah.
So you're going to have free preventive care on any one of these plans. So the Affordable
Nice.
Care Act says no matter which one of these plans you're on, you're going to have preventive care covered at no cost to you. Truly preventive care. We won't get into diagnostic, but
That's okay.
a true annual.
Yeah, a true annual exam, whether you're on an HMO, an EPO, or the PPO plan, you're going to have that coverage, no worries.
Yeah, paying nothing at the end of that doctor's visit.
So let's wrap up with this. What if I don't have a group plan, because that's usually what we're talking about here. I'm actually shopping on the individual market.
So just to be clear, healthcare.gov is what we're talking about.
Healthcare.gov,
Yep.
and let's be more specific. We're talking about just here in Texas too.
Yep.
Let's keep it regional right here in Texas.
Yeah.
Do you have the option of all 3 plans?
No, unfortunately. So right now in Texas, and for quite some time now, there have been no PPO options available to
Not on the
individuals.
individual market.
Right. So
But you can get
an EPO
an EPO
or
or
an HMO.
the HMO is usually the more, I don't know, EPO's kind of making it a little bit of a
Yeah,
traction
they're kind
with
of
that.
playing
but
around with it and seeing what works and what doesn't.
It's something. You have a little bit more choice.
Yeah.
So that's on the individual market, which again, we don't do a lot with, but just in the shopper's market, if you're looking at these things, that's what we wanted to just kind of cover real quick. What are your options? Where's the freedom of choice or not? And depending upon where you are in geography or in the actual coverage as far as network providers contracted or not contracted with a carrier, check mark or an X. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
X's and O's.
Hey, how about we come back next time and we'll talk a little bit more about real life scenarios. So we've talked about just the check marks or the X's, but in some of those scenarios, there's probably some deeper dives we could do.
Right.
Give you guys some
application.
Yes.
Totally.
So we'll come back and we'll give you guys some of that next time.
Until Lauren and Jana's lightning fast tips.
All right, sounds good.
See you next time, everybody.
Bye.